Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to have a conversation with T-Lab, a construction expert and the owner of a personal collection that reflects the unique identity of Thai amulets and ancient Thai amulets, Amulet ID, which is about to go international. We'll be sharing our thoughts and discussing how Thai amulets are now truly entering the global system. Let's take a look together at how things are becoming more international. The scientific approach and the so-called international approach, they're actually different kinds of international. We'll talk about this with T-Lab in a moment. Hello, T. Hello. Right now, our approach often gets criticized as we tend to go off topic and just play around, but their approach is more about being a true expert, though they don't really explain to people what makes something truly authentic. So where are we now? How far have we come in terms of verification? What technologies are we using to confirm things? One of the main things is that we need high magnification. Second, the results from IRF testing also require high magnification. In the commercial sector, they usually use no more than 30x magnification. That's all they use. How much magnification are we talking about? 30x. At 30x, you just see a lump. Like with regular diamonds, that's about it. With that kind of lens, you can see a Buddha amulet about this size, right? But if we use a lens with much higher magnification, it's about 88, 10 TVs, 80 inches each, or even thousands of inches, thousands and thousands of inches. That's the difference between 10x and 3600x magnification. So just imagine for yourself the level of detail you can see at that resolution. Up to 30x magnification, right? Compared to 1600x resolution, just think about how much detail you'd be able to see. It's just like using a telescope. If you use a regular telescope, you can see clearly up to 10 kilometers. But if you use a scientific grade telescope, you can see up to tens of thousands of kilometers. These days, it's really that simple. Nowadays, some people in the 11th division hardly even need to use one. You can just use your mobile phone. You don't have to waste time buying a 10x zoom camera. Mobile phones today already have zoom capabilities. That's right, they can zoom in up to 10x as well. For example, if you take a photo, let's say I take a picture, right? Like I've done before. Everyone can zoom in and look at the details just like this. You can zoom in and see everything. That's right. And when you zoom in, you can actually see even more than with an 11x zoom. See? So now, if you use if you use your phone to take a picture, you can separate the real from the fake just by looking at the black and white colors. Exactly. In the scientific field, we use every available technology for inspection, and we teach the easiest ways to search and verify things. It's about using technology that's close at hand. For example, in the commercial sector, they mostly teach you to just look for what's wrong. That's the main thing. And they say, at least from the latest I've heard, that science can't be used to verify amulets. They claim that scientific methods require special skills. So how can you make it universal? If it's truly universal, then everyone should be able to do it the same way, right? But then you hear someone say, like, someone from the sports science field, when did you ever get into this branch of science? No, that guy's an expert in fish maw, but he looks down on a lot of people in sports science. Right now, he's trying to act like a big shot. But I think everyone who's being looked down on is actually stressed out. As for me, I just want to go back to what makes me comfortable. In the commercial sector, they try to attack the scientific approach the most, right? That's so our field develops as slowly as possible because they dominate the market. Exactly. They used to spread their influence through magazines, but now that the world has shifted to the digital age, everyone has the right to publish. Everyone has the ability to communicate openly through media. Nowadays, we're actually on the verge of another transition. From using smartphones, soon there will be glasses, right? And with these glasses, as soon as you put them on, it's like having a 200-inch screen. The television I use now is about 40 inches. So just imagine how big a 200-inch screen would be. Wow. That's like having a movie screen as your wall, literally, a wall-side screen. And nowadays, with AI, like the three big families, generative AI, deepfake, and so on, They can even insert themselves into your television. No matter which country you're in, whether you're in China, Malaysia, Singapore, or Hong Kong, you can interact with the same content as everyone. And the point I was making, as you asked earlier, as I mentioned in the introduction, you asked what technologies we use for verification, right? So for verification, we mainly use high resolution imaging, which we record and store in the system. That's correct, isn't it? Another system we use is AI-based verification, which we also store in the system, right? As for the display system, I use a web-based display system. With this web-based system, we can view the data on any screen, whether it's a television screen or a mobile phone screen. Tablet screens or any kind of communication device that can connect to the internet can all be used. But on the other side, they don't store data in these systems. They develop those later. Like right now, what you see here is just a QR code, right? It doesn't use electricity, it doesn't use batteries, and has no power source, correct? But you use your mobile phone to access it. Let me quickly and efficiently scan this document for you right now, just like this, so you can see the process in action. See, the information has already appeared. Nowadays, when it comes to trading amulets online, just this one card, just a single card can bring up all the information about this particular amulet, right? And I'll show you even more than that right here. Now, let me use my mobile phone. It works the same way. For those of you who use any of the 3 chat programs, ChatBD, DeepSeed, and Jamie 9, just ask this question. Between the universal standard of the Moore and the scientific standard, which one is less trustworthy? You'll immediately see how the computer system processes the information. The other day, someone demonstrated the processing for us to see. Each one has a different level of credibility. Interesting. Just now we used the camera, right? Now, with a new model of mobile phone, I'm not even touching the screen. I'm just hovering it over. The data hasn't appeared yet, right? Yes. This is the document. It probably hasn't shown up yet. Just now, when we scan the QR code, the information appeared, right? Now, I'm going to put the information into this. That's this one right here. We're entering the amulet's information into the chip, which can store Thai language data. I'm inputting the information. All right, the data has been entered. Now, I've closed the program. There's nothing running. Here, I'm just tapping the chip on the back of the device. The information comes up right away and the data is accurate and correct. That's all it takes. It's this compact, just a tiny little thing, yet it can store information. You can carry all your amulet data with you, accurate. Now, if you're in any country where people collect amulets, try searching for this program. It will show you which amulet experts have legal cases against them. Every amulet expert, everything, every single thing, right? And the point is, like me, I had that clip I made, right? The one where I talk about why I went to jail. What I did, right? Jailbird expert, something like that. Basically, I went to jail, right? And yeah, I went to jail because I was framed, right? Well, I can only say this much. When it comes to buying and selling antiques, anyone with a criminal record cannot be granted a license to trade antiques. That's why they don't do it. In another branch of the antique trading business, they lack information to prove transactions are legitimate. Also, the trading registration book is subject to legal requirements, and it's connected to money and income. Right now, all of this, the technology used to verify amulets, like what T uses, yes, they use cards. But some people, if you inspect closely, the fibers are signed as well. But actually, they use Olympus 4. Now, as I said, there is technology that is 1% accurate, and the cost is just a percentage. It's the camera I mentioned, the one that costs over 3 million. What do they call it? It's a microscope camera combined with HRF, all integrated together. It's not like the old 10x gas path. right? And for example, SEM is old technology, isn't it? The images produced are black and white, correct? But this one produces color images. It works the same way as SEM using a laser as well. This is a company that is respected worldwide. This particular model is the top of the line machine. For example, the Olympus that DUSE is recognized and used all over the world. No matter which country you go to, you can take any sondage amulet you have and have it examined. It works for every single one. But as I mentioned, the Olympus machine and the one from Ken, as I mentioned, the Ken machine actually has higher resolution than the Olympus. But Olympus is more important than Ken. Why is that? With Ken, the plot points we mark if we want to plot 100 points to get an average value on a single sheet, it works slower than Olympus. Olympus can calculate the average over an area of 2 square centimeters, but Ken is about 1 micron, which is a huge difference. 2 square centimeters is a very large area, but 1 micron is extremely tiny. That's right. The way they use the purpose for buying each machine is different. They're different. So if there's a debate, right, when it comes to the authenticity, the compounds inside, we bring in quench or whatever from Ponty. Are we using the ones from the hospital lab? In the police forensic office, according to the forensic evidence curriculum, right, there was a police officer who I think has resigned now who said that science can't verify it. But he was in the forensic department. He really shouldn't have said something like that. He really shouldn't have said something like that and tarnished the police's reputation. That day, I saw that he said science can't verify it. But do you even realize that a 10x microscope is basic science? Didn't he say science can't verify it? Are you using superstition to verify things? Are you measuring with your hand span to check if it's real, right? So what are you relying on? Expertise. And where does that expertise come from? It comes from learning through memorization or learning from document. If it's knowledge gained through memorization, it can't be used in court, right? But then that knowledge acquired by memorization has to be translated into documents so it can be used as evidence attached to the case file, right? Otherwise, like in that old case that happened to you, right? Why did the other party have to remove themselves from being a witness? Isn't that correct? Because if they remain as a witness and it turns out they are found to have given false testimony, the consequences will be even more severe. For any foreigners watching, if you don't believe it, just take an old coin from your own country. If you're Chinese, take an old Chinese coin and have it checked with your own Olympus microscope. You can verify it without having to travel to this country. Yes, it's to test whether using an Olympus microscope to examine amulets in Thailand is effective or not. In China, you already have these tools for verification. Yes, that's right. They're available everywhere, all over the world, wherever people use them. The point is, Thailand is the only country that has sacred objects, like amulets. Other countries don't have them. But for research work, the methods are quite similar. The other day, I was talking with P. Watt, who makes molds for Luang Por-kun amulet. She worked on one of the famous batches. He really uses scientific technology. I'll ask about that in a moment. When they engrave the coins, what machines do they use? They start by hand engraving, then use a CNC machine, and then hand engrave again, and finally press the mold. Wow. For just one coin, they use only 2 methods, CNC machining and hand engraving. It's actually even harder than before, much more difficult. Yes, that's right. In Thailand, we have technology for verification. There are many institutions that use it. The technology for verification, every institution, they all go in the same direction. But the methods and verification devices are not the same. Yes, that's right. So, if any foreigners want to collect Thai amulets, I highly recommend it. The scientific approach, wherever you are, you can verify them because the evidence I provide lasts a life. Now, there are foreigners who come to verify themselves. Yes, there are. Recently, there was someone from Singapore. Yes, a Singaporean came to verify T. That's right. Here, T, let's speak Thai and talk about this for those watching this clip in Chinese or English. I'm using AI, Yes. So now you have to speak Thai because later we'll translate it into Chinese. Yes, recently there was a customer who sent, someone contacted me in English. I used the translator as French, but I managed to communicate with them. We understood each other right away. Thank you to all the international fans who've been following. I've wanted to have Chinese and English versions for a long time. From now on, when I make clips, the channel will add not just Thai, but also Chinese and English. This might make Cambodians a bit jealous for fun in another clip. Thank you to T Lake as well for cooperating with us. We'll have P make a clip in advance. We have 16. Wait, how many minutes can it go? 30. Whoa, that's too short. It should be a bit longer. Hey, it's fine. We're not done yet. And then I'll give a thumbs up. 25 is fine. 25 minutes, thumbs up. Right now, on my platform, I can open an online marketplace for everyone to open their own online marketplace. And the term online marketplace, since I have my own VRL, right? Everyone who is a member will have their own URL room, which is this room. Everyone has their own online marketplace, their very own. I'll show you what I mean by their own in a moment. For example, this Prasomdet amulet, I've already verified it. So I'm setting the price right away. Whoa, I just set it at 35 million. I entered the wrong price just now. Let me fix that. Well, if it's not someone else's, then it's mine. Don't have much experience yet. Not a lot of experience. This piece, this is a masterpiece, a teacher's piece. I've already listed it in the storefront. See, there's the owner's name, phone number, a URL, and a QR code. You can scan it, it'll show up. And if you want to see the certificate, we have that available too, right? Just check it out, click to view the report. All the detailed information will come up. You can zoom in and see, look, the fabric isn't cracked. All the tests, like authenticity and material analysis, are included here. As for the material analyzer, this one is fake. Olympus, yes. T. Olympus allows its use, right? The printed certificate is valid. You can verify it with your own country. You can use it. And this is the first piece, right? Let me show you how to do it online. When people want to search for buying and selling, they have to go to Google, right? Yes. And when they go to Google, most people type Frasomdet. If you want to order from abroad, just use the foreign language PRA, Fra, SOMDEJ, Frasomdet, right? And you have to add the word amulet at the end. Right? So they'll know it's a Thai amulet. When you search, it'll bring you right to this page. Let me show you the beginning. There are already people who have listed their stock because they made their websites before I did, right? A lot of people keep searching and searching, but let me do it quickly for you. As soon as you come in, you'll see it pop up right away. But whose listings are these? Whoever posts a lot in the channel, their listings will show up immediately. Right now, group 5, please try to post more because the science group is very organized and posts a lot. This will display the information about Frasomdet amulets very clearly. This one is my mum's. No need to enter the price if you don't want to. You don't have to list the price. And I want to see what amulets my mum has. For example, let's look at Kun Payap's collection. Open the search engine and just type in the name, Kun Payap. Ayak Shinawatra. He uses the service here too, right? Yes. Here, Payap Shinawatra, right? Then type the word amulet. Hey, let's go look for his friend. Did his friend come? So that means the other friend, the one who's a lawyer, P. Chain and Thongkam, right? Former ghost, Papayakon, Stuffif, Payap's wife registered all the amulets for me. There would be 456,789 pieces, right? Let's go check out the Somdej first. He hasn't set a price yet because he still doesn't know how to use it. Hasn't done it yet. Hey, has P. Vichai done it yet? This here, this is Payap Shinawatra Somdet amulet, right? It's also in here. It's in here as well. Okay, If this piece is rented, it's a fortune. Huh? And how much is the real one? I don't know. They have to use it. People who rent these pay millions. Yes, yes. This one is made of metal. This one is gold, real gold, right? Hey, Payap has a Somdet amulet made of gold too, part of the Benja Factory gold set. Okay, here it is. It's a gold alloy. Let's check the result. All right. Okay, this is 59% gold. Look at this amulet from Pichai, the lawyer who has written the most law books in Thailand. Is it still normal? Still. But have you checked it yet? Not yet. The gentleman said he hasn't had time to press the amulet yet, but he has to transport the amulets from Chiang Mai. Yes. So there will be things like this, right? Some customers, let me show you. This person brought a tiger amulet, already drove here, and they've already set the price. Look, the tiger amulet is carved. How much is it for one piece? 200,005, 200,005. The tiger amulet comes with an inspection certificate and a guarantee, right? Yes, and there are even fans included. There's one for 500,000. They can buy and sell directly without going through the company. Completely legitimate. The company doesn't deduct anything at all. Yes, because they have their own contact number, right? You can call them directly. So there's no need to go through the company. If, for example, the sale goes through, I only charge a fee for changing the guardian's name. It's just like the fee for changing the guardian's name. It's a system maintenance fee, right? That's correct. Because the system requires money to operate. How much can this image be enlarged? Instead of using that, let's use this. How many times can this image be enlarged? What's the maximum resolution, as they call it? Some people can actually zoom in and see more detail. For example, if I use myself as an example, let's take a look. Take a look, right? Sometimes you can't see clearly, like with the lion. But if you zoom in, you'll see it more clearly. This is 100 times magnification. It can go beyond 100 times. See? But if the details here aren't clear, you can zoom in even further here. This is the intention behind scientific work, right? Yes, and you can look even deeper. That's what I report. With this, the image won't be pixelated. Everything is perfectly clear. So, how many copies of this report image are there? Every single one, every detail, every proportion is visible. This is what true online amulet selling looks like. You can see everything, all the details, nothing is hidden. Because we open it up from Google, you can see every detail. That's right. If you stay with me, I'll go back to the starting page, which is from Google, right? Yes. And when you click in, it's the customer's own item, not the company's. Each amulet has the owner's name listed. Here, this is the owner's name. Right. Anyone can come and view this section. Nowadays, anyone can access it. You don't even need to be a member. You can come and study amulets that have already been authenticated and use them as reference pieces for your own collection. For example, right now, I think. For me, I'm going to log out from here. This is just general information, like what you can find on Google. Now, I'm logged out of the member account, right? If it's just the general public, anyone can Google it. I can even search for my own name. Here, I search for my name and click in. Right now, I'm not logged in as a member, correct? The information still shows up the same. You can go in and see it. For example, if someone from another country comes to look, they can view it and have it translated into English. It can automatically translate itself too. Wow. So there are more than 25 people from abroad. All right, we'll wrap it up here. This week, just go to the main page, the website right here. If anyone is interested in T-Labs amulets or in verifying amulets, what was it again? The center, right? The official amulet verification center. We will certainly take a closer look at it. This is indeed the Amulet and Antique Identity Verification Center. You should definitely go to this specific website. Yes, you will see everything you need to know. Just simply type in the identification ID now. I'll end the clip here. We have to wrap up quickly because we're going to do this in 2 more languages. Thank you. This is T. Goodbye.